Why, hello there, Grand Theft Auto 5 fan. How's it going? My name's Ollie43, and today I'm bringing you an extremely controversial topic that is currently going on in the world of Grand Theft Auto Online. And yeah, it's going to be a really interesting video. It's going to get some very positive and negative responses, I'm sure, and I completely welcome it. Because this is quite a hot topic at the moment, and it's definitely interesting to get the community's opinion. So if you've got one, if you've got your own opinion, go ahead, put it in the comment section, tweet, Facebook message me. The links are in the description if you want to get involved with the community. But this particular article that I'm going to be talking about today, came from a website called Polygon.com. It's a very good gaming blog website that I really enjoyed reading at the moment. They haven't asked me to promote this article. I'm purely reading it because I thought it was freaking really good. And it really got me thinking. So what is this whole debate all about? Well, recently Rockstar Games had a day of maintenance to put the game, fix GTA Online a little bit to stop exploits that players are using. Now, what are these exploits? Now, players are finding exploits in the game to generate themselves a lot of extra cash, a lot of extra RP, which levels you up. And it was basically, I made a video 2 days ago talking about how it was frustrating to me that players are finding these exploits, are exploiting the game, and Rockstar Games are spending time they could have had developing cool DLC, like social events and things like that. Instead of doing that, they're having to fix these exploits that players are finding, spreading, manipulating to benefit themselves. This video today is completely flipping the coin and saying the players that are doing that are only playing the game and doing things how they should be. So this is very, it's flipping the coin very much. So I'm making two very different opinion videos on purpose. So I want you to decide on your own opinion. I'm not making this video to enforce my opinion. This is the way you should be thinking. This is what you should think. No, I'm simply providing you two very valid arguments, and I'm letting you guys discuss it in the comments section because I think that is the best way to get opinions. And I don't like the idea of forcing my opinion on people. I think it's wrong. I think it's I'm not a freaking communist and whatnot. You're free to think whatever the hell you want. So yeah, today I'm going to be arguing for the cheaters, as it were. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I do apologize for the long intro, but like I said, get involved, comment, tweet, Facebook message, share with your friends. Let's get started. Alright, so this is a very reasonable argument, I feel, but for those of you that probably need some convincing, let me just lay some groundwork here, okay? So this whole game is not about, being the best citizen as you possibly can. It's not about playing by the rules. It's not by, living by the government's rules. It's not by developing your wealth ethically. It's about stealing from the system and doing whatever it takes to get ahead in the world. This is called Grand Theft Auto. It's not a game where you enforce the law. It's not a game where you play by the rules. It's a game where you break the rules. You manipulate the system. You take money from banks. You manipulate the society in Los Santos, and you do whatever you can to get ahead in the game. So why, when you go to the multiplayer, are you now not allowed to play the game of getting ahead at whatever means? So essentially, Rockstar, by banning the players that have found the best system to make money, being the best cyber criminals, as it were, you're banning them and sending them in the pool, sending them in like a little naughty corner pool of other players. And it doesn't really make sense. This is a game of being a criminal, trying to get the most amount of money and trying to manipulate the system. And I have a few suggestions, this is outside of the article, on how they should do this. They've just got the wrong attitude. That's what the article says. So rather than, banning these players, removing the cash, kicking them out of the game, punishing the players for playing a criminal game in the best possible way for them, you should play the game with these players. Give the players that don't know how to exploit the game, can't exploit the game, or don't want to exploit the game, other means of taking money off the people that do exploit the game. So, for example, this is an idea I've got off the top of my head. Rather than, just having a bank account and no one can access it ever, give the ability to have people hack into your account or give the ability to go into people's safe, or give people the ability to hoist other players. Because then, me, Ollie43, if I know there's a guy that exploits the system, cheats, gets lots and lots of money, I know that if I get my team of players and we go after this guy, we're going to make a lot of money, And then that next time, that guy's probably not going to take as much money into his bank account because he knows he's going to be a prime target. So rather than punishing players for playing a criminal game the best way and being the best cyber criminal in the game, just give the other players better tools to handle that player. I think it's a really cool suggestion to allow players to crack down on the other players, and rather than once they've got the cash they win, make it an ongoing challenge for them to keep that cash. And if there's lots of money going into the game, like lots of people are putting billions and billions of cash in the game, and just raise the game's currency. Make the dollar worth less. Bump up the price of t-shirts, bump up the price of cars, bump up the price of apartments. If everybody seems to have loads and loads of cash, just make the cash worth less. Doesn't that make sense? And, you've got an economy, you've got like the stock market. Do the same with that. If the economy's crashing, blah, 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 it affects the game. So these players that are manipulating the game, manipulating the system, they're just finding the loopholes in the system. They're doing what you've taught them in the campaign, which is discover problems and find loopholes and get the cash out whatever means possible. They're doing what players do. They're finding loopholes. They're playing the game as best as possible. And that's what gaming's all about. It's about winning. And if you can find a way to win, then that's fine, surely. So I think they've got the wrong attitude. I think they should develop tools for players who are not exploiting the game to get ahead, rather than punish the ones that are exploiting. But that's my opinion. I'm Molly43. Let me know your thoughts, and thanks for watching. Take care.